Hi guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video presentation, and as you can see, family therapy at times can be very emotional and intense. Sessions generally do get intense when you're further into treatment, like we were in 3 months. Um, the point of the therapy session was to get Chris, the older brother, to communicate his feelings with his younger brother Jamal in the most effective way. When the session started, things got a little heated. Chris was expressing his emotions and how he felt in a more aggressive way, and in return, Jamal was responding the same way. Even shut down and even got up at one point because he was, tired of being talked to like that. Jamal felt as though, you know, his brother only really engaged with him to discuss his behaviors and not to discuss anything else or to really even figure out what was going on. So it was apparent that Chris, the older brother, really cared about his younger brother and really wanted to express this. But because of all that emotion and the love that he had for his brother, it was expressed in aggression. And in family based therapy, it's very beneficial because you get to see how the entire system communicates and interacts. And with this particular case, the entire family interacts and communicates their emotions generally with yelling and aggressive behavior. So this was a learned behavior by both of the brothers. So in this exercise, what I did was I got both of them to kind of look at each other, and I prompted Chris to tell his brother how he felt in a way that he's never said it before. This gave Chris a chance to reword his feelings and really think about what he was trying to say, because the request was to say it in a way he never said it before. So he couldn't, say it, give the same definition example that he was giving before. Um, so this works well with my two clients. Chris was able to, really explain to Jamal that the reason that I am on you like this is because I care, because I went down this path and I don't want you to go down that path. I actually experienced the same things. So Jamal got a sense of relief after hearing his brother say this, because he realized that, my brother did go down a similar path, and I can rely on him. Jamal was feeling as though he didn't really have supports. After Chris, gave his explanation, I asked Jamal to just rephrase in his own words what he heard and what he thought his brother said. And I did this to make sure that Chris and Jamal were on the same page, and that that Jamal was hearing exactly what Chris was saying. Sometimes when we're in the heat of a moment, our feelings get in the way of things, and it makes us say things differently, or it makes us angry, and we might yell instead of just sitting down and calmly telling somebody, I care about you and I'm so passionate on this topic because I truly care about you. Some of the difficulties I had with this were that it was my two best friends and my one best friend Dottie. I felt like I couldn't keep my facial expression. I feel like I would have, definitely mimicked their body language more. I know that in a part of it, I smiled, and we did like about 5 or 6 takes of this, just because me and Dottie, our nature is we can't really act and be really serious around each other. But she helped me, last minute, thank God. So we got it done. But that was one of the challenges that I feel as though if I was in that position, with real clients, I would have been able to keep my facial expressions better and been able to be more in tune to what's going on with them, and let them seeing that I'm in tune with my facial expressions and that kind of thing. I found myself smiling when situations were supposed to be serious, and it was just because Dottie began to smile, and I'm not good at keeping my poker face when I'm acting. um so that was one of my challenges. And then another challenge that I am kind of have a fear of happening is, in the middle or in the beginning of the session, things started to escalate. So I do have a fear that one day, I know, especially in family therapy, things get very intense. And when it could be two guys and I'm a little petite girl. I can only imagine, it won't be as easy as it was for with Dottie to get her to sit down sometimes. And, just working on techniques to how to talk to people when they're in the moment, that I think that's very important for me is trying to figure out, things that will help people calm down and realize, I can sit down, I can calm down, and I can talk about this effectively. I know that some people sometimes need space. So I was even thinking about that, if this was more realistic, maybe separating the brothers for a little bit, and then bringing them back together. I thought might have been a good idea. With family therapy, it seems very interesting. I do something very similar to this currently, actually. So it was good for me, just to play this out for my own professional career right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys have a good, happy holidays and a good winter break.